Solomon,
Hey,
what's going on, man?
how are you, brother?
Why you act like you haven't? I was surprised, yeah.
Someone tagged me something, man.
Fair enough.
busy
Did you
man.
know Shaqiri has COVID?
Does he? I wouldn't have known.
Important news.
Only
Bro,
every person's told me, but yeah.
bro, what's going on with the EPL, bro? Interesting stories, huh?
What a crazy weekend, man.
Crazy
Crazy
weekend, bro. Crazy weekend. Let's get straight into it.
Sure, it's not
The
match
team.
fixing? Well, I think it's
I don't know, bro.
Might
If
be
it
match
was,
fixing,
you know,
man.
if it was a subcontinent team, probably they'd check for match fixing. But the team that I want to talk about, right? The main one. Forget Liverpool. Forget Aston Villa. Man United.
I mean, it's only the third week we've started with these.
It's only the third week, and we keep talking about United.
Give them a break, man. They only lost 6-1.
Bro, didn't I say this was gonna happen?
Hey, look, listen.
Didn't I say it?
I congratulated you.
Didn't I say
told
it?
you you're right.
Do you know how
Well
good I
done.
feel? I feel so good because every week I see him lose, I think that's right. I called it.
Yeah,
I was the only one.
Yeah, this really.
I was the
you're an
only
evil
one.
person.
No, I was the only one. If it was other people, I was the only one to be like, why is everyone blowing up about United?
Yeah, to be fair, because they got some good young players, bro, coming through.
Shut your mouth.
They've got a really good academy
Oh
there.
my, what are you on about, cuz?
They should be doing better.
No, they're doing as good as they should be doing. They're that level of a team.
I think if it's a different manager, it's a different story.
No, I don't. Look, all right, this is
yes
my
or
thing.
no?
This is my thing. I've got a whole thing on it, right? Yeah, first of all, start with you. What did you think of the game? What do you think of United? Give me your thoughts.
They started well. They got a penalty.
But what's up with them getting penalties?
Then they deteriorated. I don't know.
Bruno Penalves.
But I think the Martial red card ended whatever.
I think it was.
I know the game was beyond.
It was over
It
before.
wouldn't
then.
have been.
It was over before that.
Look,
Yeah.
I think they would have lost maybe 4-2 or something.
That's just an excuse now. Yeah, they would have.
They would have lost 4-2, but I think
Yeah.
6-1 that didn't help
Mm-hmm.
losing him. But yeah, I told you, man. Ollie's on. He's about to get cut, mate. He's gone.
You reckon?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know, bro.
They're not gonna cop this, mate, for long. If they don't turn it around.
I
Are
don't know.
you telling me they lost in the first week, right? And then they won in the most sus circumstances, the most bullshit circumstances.
Oh, you mean against Brighton? Yeah.
And then they lose 6-1.
Do you remember I asked you first week how many games you give him? How many losses?
I said
You
5.
said 4 or 5.
4
yeah.
or 5.
4 or 5. Looking at Ollie's career, right? He became manager last season, didn't he? Or was it the end of the season before?
Yeah, it was before that, I think.
And he had a full season with United, didn't
He
he?
had half a season first and then full season.
And that's when he went on that 15-game run or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Finished off then. If it wasn't apparent, man, it's weird, right? Because he comes in, he wins 15 games on the trot. You're thinking, oh, that's it, Ollie's at the wheel, that's it, you know. Then he comes back the next season. They have a really, really tough season. They were like down 14th, 13th, whatever. And they finish off so strong, they make it Champions League. You think, all right, still faith in Ollie. Yeah?
Yeah,
And now back again to this point of, well, I don't know if Ollie's fit. I feel like now there's like a 10-game winning game run coming. It's going to make Ollie go, yep, okay, all good. And then go back to normal again.
So again, they struggled in the transfer market until deadline day where they just signed a bunch of players. I don't know if any of them help. We'll talk about them later.
Yeah.
But they struggled to sign players to build on that squad that they had won with.
Bro, it's sad. Like I said, it's sad to
They
see.
papered over the cracks.
It's sad to
with
see this
Bruno.
club how it is, bro. I don't think people are understanding the what word am I looking for here? How bad it is.
The
pretty much.
magnitude,
The
you know?
magnitude of the situation, right? Now this is right. This is my thoughts on it, right? With United, I feel like this is the problem. I feel like every team needs you need experience. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
If players can't provide it, you need a manager to provide it. The example I give you is Manchester United, Manchester City, and Liverpool. Manchester City, having a look at obviously the background of that team with the whole Amazon documentary they did, it shows a mix of experience and youth, right? You have players there that know how to win and they have done it before, and you have players there that are completely new to the game but don't know what they're doing. Give you an example. Sergio Aguero has been there, done it before. He's got the experience. At the time, Vincent Kompany, been there, done it before, got the experience, right? Fernandinho, Yaya Toure, these players that they had, been there, done that. There was experience, there was age there, right? So that players with experience. Why it was perfect was because they got a manager as well, when Pep Guardiola had experience, married it together. One of the greatest teams we've ever seen, right, in the Premier League. Liverpool was the opposite. Liverpool had players who didn't have experience. Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, Virgil van Dijk. These players are good players, no experience in winning a title. They needed someone like Klopp, a manager who won in a league where Bayern dominated. He won with Borussia Dortmund. So there was experience level. I know how to win a title. I know what it takes for players to switch on and how I can get this much out of a player. Can't give me that much, you know. He surrounded the team properly, had the proper system with experience, and they won the title. Yeah. When I look at United, I see no one with experience, whether it's the manager or it's the players. And the problem is board level. I'm with you there. I'm 100% it's the board
Part
level.
of the problem.
It's part of the problem. I would say it's a major part of the problem, right? But what I mean is with the experience, there's no one. Back in the past with United, yeah, Ronaldo was up and coming. He's looking in the dressing room. He's got, I think at the time, Van Nistelrooy is there.
Kane.
Right, Kane is. He's got experience around him, scores and stuff, gigs, players to put him in his place, right? I look at that team now. Who's putting Rashford in his place? Who's putting Martial in his place, right? Who's putting Greenwood in his place? Who's putting Luke Shaw in his place?
It's also the wages. Doesn't help. These guys are earning a fortune. These kids earn a fortune. Even if someone told them off, they'd be like...
No, but even then, there's a thing of equally at the same time you're earning wages.
It's a culture.
That's right, the culture. That's the word. The culture of the club, right, is that there's no experience.
No,
Harry Maguire. This is the thing about Harry Maguire has been a big topic, right? I know you have thoughts on him. You don't like him.
No, I don't. It's not.
Alright, but you think you don't rate him.
I don't rate him.
You don't rate him. See, I disagree. I think he's a great centre back. I think he's actually a good centre back, right? Why? Yeah, look away and whatever it is. Yeah.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
He's a good centre back. He's a good centre back.
Keyword is good.
No,
he's not great.
Bro, but he hasn't. You can't become just great overnight, bro. He's a good centre back, as in just like Ferdinand was a good, just like Vidic was a good centre back. They came into a team with experience and became great centre backs. Maguire was a good centre back at Leicester.
Okay.
Came into a United team, right, with no experience around him, right, and was told now you're the captain, you lead by example. What's he gonna lead? He's never won anything. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what it's like to be a leader and say the hard things, say the hard. He doesn't know that. He's a freshman. That's what it is. The team is surrounded by freshmen, right? The one player that they have that should be speaking up is David De Gea. And I don't know how much pull he has in that dressing room. I don't know if he speaks up. He's been having a tough time himself.
I don't think the manager wants him there.
David De Gea? Possibly. He's had a tough time himself with his really keeping things. Yeah. What's his name again? Henderson. He's a good backup as well. But I'm saying is there's no experience in that team. Because again, if Maguire is partnered with an experienced centre back, Maguire learns off him. Yeah, but he takes that reins and he goes forward.
I get it, but I think it's a cop out, man. I think it's a cop out for him.
I disagree,
mate. He played very well with Leicester the year before he came to United.
He played good. He's right. Big fish in a small pond. 100%.
That was his best season.
Yeah, it was.
So
it was.
The key thing when you're talking about Vidic and Ferdinand and all these guys that came to United, they had to step up. Doesn't matter who was playing around them. They had to step up to the play and earn not only the manager's respect, but the players' respect, the fans' respect. There's a certain level you got to play when you're playing for Man United.
You're right.
I hate them.
You're right.
But they've got the highest standards.
You're right. I'm with you.
Their standards are gone. Mm-hmm. I get that. But if you're Harry Maguire coming in for 80 mil, but you got to stand up. You got to step up.
I'm with you. What I'm saying is about Vidic wasn't told, here, come in, you're the man now. He wasn't told that. He was told you're a centre back. We already have Ferdinand. Ferdinand's sweet. You just got to come and be his partner. So he learnt off Ferdinand. He excelled in that, saying, you're the main guy, I'll be your partner, no worries. Harry Maguire had to come in and go, well, this is now your show, Harry. So now you take Lindelof and take Eric Bailly and make him good now. He's not that player. He needs experience. But you're telling me United was smart. Why would they not go for someone like Thiago Silva? The way Chelsea have gone, right? I don't know, whatever they want to say about the signing, whatever it is. But I like it because the experience is there. Look at Arsenal, same situation. Say what you want about David Luiz, but he's a winner. He's won, he's got experience. And now with young guys like Holding, with Gabriel, they learn off him. So Gabriel, you don't got to be the main guy. But in 4 years, if you're not the main guy, there's a problem. Because in 4 years' time, David Luiz is gone. We're going to look at you and say, what have you learnt?
It's because Man United they've gone from the long term, they're looking at their club plan long term to short term. They're looking for short term fixtures, bro.
They keep changing it.
They keep going short term.
Keep changing it. Ferguson left. Moyes came in long term. Then Moyes left short term.
Not even that. Their signings, bro.
Weird.
Bruno, January. He was a quick fix. They got him back to a certain level we thought Man United should be at.
He did.
But teams are going to figure him out. So what did they go and do? What did they pursue for 4 months now?
Sancho.
Nothing
worked out.
Yeah, man. Maybe I don't know, man. Look, they're a shambles. They're a basket case. Not only does it come from the board, but if the board don't want to back Ole, get rid of him.
Yeah, you're right.
Just get rid of him.
Get rid of him.
There's plenty of
bring in Pochettino.
There's plenty of good managers.
He's good at making bad players good. So talk about culture. Look at Tottenham, bro. You telling me that team is the same team from a year and a half ago? No
of course
way.
not.
Mourinho's put in that culture, right?
Yeah.
Is that we're in for one another, we fight for one another. And as annoying and crappy as what Lamela did was, and it was a puss thing to do, right? What he did, and he should be absolutely destroyed on Twitter for it. It shows the culture of the club where Mourinho was changing and saying, "You got to be a scum out there.
Yeah,
get this guy sent off. Be a scum and get him sent off."
Yeah, you got to be like.
And it's changing now, where you see the players playing for one another, and that he's bringing the experience in. So either they get rid of the manager and they start and they bring someone else in.
They got no faith in him, bro.
Either that, or you got to bring in players with experience, man. Enough of these little quick Alex. They bought Alex Telles, right? The left back, I think he is for Porto. Fair enough. Again, you talk about quick fix. Who have a running start, might play well, might not. It's a risk, right? This Cavani signing, bro, not bad. Not bad, bro.
He's gonna be he's like Ibrahimovic. He's
like that. But I think he offers a bit more in terms of speed. He's got to be running in behind, that kind of stuff.
But I'm saying I'm saying is in terms of he's done everything.
100%.
He's done whatever, you know what I mean?
100%. He's been in all the environments, been in all the dressing rooms.
He's
done it all, seen it all. If someone like Rashford now and Martial can look at him and learn off him, because he's a similar type of player in terms of running in behind, taking on players, whatever, right? That sleek frame, whatever. Bro, learn off him. Like, if I'm Oli now, I'd tell Rashford and say, bro, sit with Cavani.
But that's what I think they brought him. But you scoffed at me when I said they've got one of the best young talents coming through. Young talent group of young kids coming through.
But that's not enough.
No, that's not enough. But who's going to nurture them, bro?
Exactly.
That's my point.
That's exactly what I'm saying. There's no one to nurture.
No, but I'm saying in terms of a manager, in terms of you can't just keep getting quick fixes. That doesn't teach those guys.
Yeah.
You know, they'll look for the first door out if it goes to crap. Because they're going to cop it. Why do they have to cop it? What are these young kids got to cop it for? They got to change something there, man.
Got to change. The culture has to change. The culture.
Once again, I don't give a shit because Man United they suck shit to them.
No, culture.
But in all honesty, they got to be better, man.
They gotta.
That's disgusting,
bro. The culture needs to change. Their transfer policy and then they go back to a more experience-based system where it's a mix of experience, right? And
but they don't stand for nothing on the field either. They don't stand for nothing.
There's no style. There's no identity. There's nothing.
Bro.
You're telling me. You're telling me. Lamela does what he does, yeah, and not one United player gets up in his face and says, "What the hell are you doing?"
Nah.
No one got up in his face. They accepted it and said, "No worries." Maguire didn't even talk, and he's the captain. Why is Maguire the captain, bro? He's a kid, bro.
Yeah, but that's unnecessary. It's not a kid, but it's unnecessary.
No, but he's a kid in terms of experience as a kid.
That probably puts more unnecessary pressure on him.
100%. But he should never be the captain.
No.
He should not be. He should be partnered with an experienced centre back that he can learn from. But back in the United days, the glory days, right? Evra, yeah, Vidic, Ferdinand, Rafael was the right back. Yeah, you see that mix? Rafael, an experienced right back who's going to make stupid mistakes, had three guys next to him that were on his case 24/7, right?
Covering.
And when you look to your left and you see that experience, you know, like, bro, I got to play well here.
Yeah.
But who's calling out Maguire? Who's calling any of them? No one. Pogba for me, bro. I love Pogba as a player. Bro, so disappointing, man. It doesn't, bro. You're not being a leader, man. You're meant to be the main guy in the team.
But he's never been a leader. He's never been that kind of character. He's been, hey, man, look, I want to do.
He's a sidekick.
Not sidekick.
He's a sidekick.
No, he's a compliment.
For me, he's a sidekick.
He's a perfect compliment.
But you know what? But what about friends? He did well for friends. We saw him as a leader in friends.
But I feel like he was a leader there. I feel like he was comfortable. He's got all these guys around him that he knows, that he trusts. Maybe
also another thing for Oli is he's playing the position where he likes. I feel like he plays too deep in all his formation.
Sack United, bro. I'm sick of talking about him, bro. He said he's sick of me talking about Parramatta off camera. You talk more about United than I'll talk about Parramatta.
Bro, it's so easy to fix that problem. I just don't get what the board are doing.
Send your resume in.
Yeah, I should. I should sign up.
Get back to you, mate.
I should. Either way, it's on them, man. Well done to them. We'll talk a little about Liverpool. Look, I'm not worried about Liverpool.
Nah, I'm not worried about it. How funny is it?
It was funny. It was hilarious.
7-2.
It was hilarious. You know what it shows, but... You know what it shows? It shows how important Alisson is to that team. And I said it once. I said it to you. Yeah. As great as Van Dijk is, Alisson for me is the key. Because the saves that he makes and the positions that he's in, no other keepers like that in the Premier League. No. He is a big part of the reason why they're so unbeatable.
Yeah, it was a dumb whatever he did at the start, the first goal.
Yeah. But you know what? Credit Aston Villa too. Credit Aston Villa. They did what Arsenal didn't do, and they pressed and they played hard.
It's funny. Two teams that lowly teams have gone out of Liverpool.
That's right. And
one almost got a result.
That's right. And one got a result.
One got a massive result.
So message to all the freaking teams, especially Arteta, go at them, man. You see, even Man City, go at them. See what you get.